Welcome back to another episode of the Stop the Hey Girl podcast. Can we just talk about how wild it is right now in 2025, even a two-parent household where both parents are working, some working multiple jobs, are struggling to stay afloat. People are going into their local community Facebook groups and posting on YouTube and searching Reddit, wondering what are people doing to stay afloat? How are they paying their bills? How are they paying for groceries, gas, kids' activities? Because it feels like every dollar you make when you get paid on Friday is gone by Saturday morning. And if you've been side-eyeing your budget, wondering, do I just never get to travel again? Do I never get to be social again? Do I ever get to get ahead? And you feel like you're always playing catch up? Girl, you're not alone. You're not the only one feeling this way. And most of the time when you see these posted in Facebook groups, people are telling people to go get a serving job, to drive for Uber and all these things. And I remember back in 2017, I really hit my breaking point, and I'm no stranger to hustle. Back in 2015 to 2017, 2018, I was working a full-time job, a 9 to 5. I was working a 5 to 9. I was also doing gig work. I was in network marketing. I was doing grocery delivery. I was doing the Shipt, the Instacart. And I tried cutting things like Starbucks, meal prepping, going to multiple grocery stores to get the deals. And what I realized and definitely have learned over the years is we didn't need to cut back more. What we needed was a way to not only bring more money in, but have it be mindful for our bandwidth, our time, and our lifestyle. Not another job that took me out of the house, away from my family, because honestly, when I was working for other people all the time, I never saw my kids when they were infants and toddlers because I was working 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., 6, sometimes 7 days a week. And when now for 6 years, I've been teaching people how to make really good money, full-time and part-time income in the online space, I discovered an arena a year ago that I realized is so simple for an everyday average person to get into, and that is UGC, aka user-generated content. Now, before you panic and say, I'm not an influencer, I could never do that, I don't even post on social media that much, slow down. Most of the time, user-generated content is content that is simple that you create on your phone that you don't even post on your own social media. You give it to the brand and they do. Kayla, is this one of those things, those MLM things? No, user-generated content is not you making money for someone else. You're not building a team, you're not recruiting, you're not trying to sell anything to your friends and family and getting them to sign up for something. It's literally brands who are looking for everyday people who represent their everyday customer to do short testimonial videos, unboxings, lifestyle content, demonstrations that connect to their buyer by saying, hey, look, everyday people use this and love this. So think about it, that moisturizer that you swear by, that brand leading up to the holidays, they want someone to put it on their face for a clip that they can put on their Amazon listing. That gadget that you use to whip up eggs in the morning, they want a clip of you doing that right at your stove in the morning. Companies want real faces and real voices showcasing their products, and they pay for it. You don't have to have a big audience. It doesn't matter if you look at my social media. I've been working for myself full time for 7 years, supporting my family and helping others do the same. And my social media following is not huge. If you look across all my platforms, it hasn't grown that much in the past number of years, but my income has grown. And it's because of the systems I teach and why you're following me here. You don't need a huge following. You also don't need to go viral because you're giving it to the brand and it's their job to utilize the content effectively. It's not yours. And you don't even have to post to your own social media, which is incredible. Sometimes brands will pay you more to post on your social media, which is nice. Income stacking, more money in your pocket. You're basically the talent. Sometimes you're acting, but it's really easy acting, and you get paid for showing up as moms, students, working women, grandmas. Families can do this and make content and get paid. Regular people are cashing in on this right now, and it's everyday people who have a smartphone, know how to use a smartphone to take photos and videos. And what's awesome is the more you do it, the better you get and the more money you can make per project. But stick around, we're not talking about all those bells and whistles today. We have to walk before we can run. So if you are someone who's been sitting there with this pit in your stomach thinking, how can I get ahead? Am I ever going to be able to travel and give my kids the things that they want? You want to be able to go all out for Christmas. Or you're just wondering how the heck you're going to get 8 hours of sleep while working 2 jobs. And even then it doesn't feel like enough. And maybe it's honestly time to look into ways that you can bring in more money. Not another boss, not another job, not to be in someone's downline. A way to monetize things you already do. You go around your house and you're always taking pictures and videos of your kids. You're doing the little TikTok transition videos, even if you never post them. I know you're making them. But even if you do a couple of these videos a month, it creates a little bit of breathing room because, my friend, you don't need to grind harder. You just need to get paid smarter. And this is an incredible opportunity for everyday average people, no matter your age, your background, your size, all of that. They want people who look, sound, and are just like you. And so when people say to me, how do I start to get into this? I always recommend when someone is just starting out to start with UGC platforms. The reason why I recommend this is because it basically walks you through how to get started. It helps you build your very first portfolio. And on a platform, the platform is kind of like the mediator between you and the brand. And why that's really nice is it helps to ensure, number one, everything's fair, that you get paid and you get paid on time. And it also helps create structure. You understand what the agreement is. You have set deadlines. It just makes things really easy, especially if someone not only is new, but if they're really busy or they have kids. And what I love about certain platforms is you're able to choose the types of jobs that you want because you apply for them. And so what's really nice is you see something that you're able to do. Oh, I can take a photo of this. I can do a video of this. The brand will then reach out and then you get to agree. Yes, we'll work together. It facilitates that mutually beneficial working arrangement. And then either the brand will send you the product if there is a product. Sometimes there is no product and you're just talking to the camera like this. But the brand, if it is a physical product, they will either send you the product or they will reimburse you when you purchase the product. And you wait for the product to come, you try it out, you use it, and then you film the video. And it is honestly really simple. You don't need super fancy equipment either. You already have your smartphone. You're probably watching this video on it right now. So you use your smartphone, you use light from the window, you sit at your desk or at a table like this or your kitchen table or a vanity, and you just film the content. And people get so nervous because they might compare themselves to me or my content or someone else's content. But what I say is there are brands that want people who are truly beginners. Not only, yes, because you will do it for a lower rate than someone who has been doing content for years, but there are brands that also want to give up-and-comers an opportunity. So it's a mutually beneficial relationship. When you're new, it can save the brand a little bit of money, but it also allows you to, dip your toes in, then your full foot and your leg until you dive in, you get experience and you get to learn and grow from there. And what's really nice too is you get to choose how many projects you take on. So when I'm mentoring someone, I love to ask, what other jobs do you have? Do you have kids, hobbies, commitments, other responsibilities? Because there are types of user-generated content jobs that take more time than others. And so depending on your bandwidth and your experience, you can take on certain types of jobs while you learn how to do the others. Truth be told, when people say to me, it looks really hard, yeah, some videos might be a little bit more intricate, but I didn't start by doing those. I started doing very simple jobs where I might be, I'll grab this as an example. I'm taking this toner on a cotton pad and applying it to my face while I describe how it feels. And that's literally the video. Yes, there are ones that maybe have some edits and outfit changes and quick cuts, but if you don't want to do those types of videos, you don't have to take on those types of user-generated content jobs. And that's what's nice too, because whether you're someone that enjoys talking to the camera like this, or you like to record clips and put voiceovers on them, there's so much opportunity for different styles of creatives and your comfort level in front of the camera. And what's nice is every time you create more content, you get stronger. When I look back at my videos from a year ago, that even the ones that I felt were really, really good, I cringe. I'm like, I sound weird. I don't sound natural. I'm trying too hard. So when people tell me, oh, I'm nervous, it's not going to be good, it's not going to be liked, brands liked those videos a year ago. I liked those videos a year ago, but now I look at them and they're a little bit embarrassing. But you know what they say, if you don't look back at your old work and cringe, were you even doing anything? Were you even trying? Like, that's the point. That's how you recognize growth. And you're not going to be able to see how you've grown a year from now if you don't start right now. So when people say, just to kind of wrap up, people ask, what is truly possible income-wise? The way that I mentor people is I take them through a process where they can anticipate earning about $1,000 within their first 30 to 60 days. The system I use, I made $1,000 in my first 2 weeks, but I also have a lot more time available than someone who works a full-time job and has little kids. I also have a certain type of work ethic. I am ruthless, relentless. I don't stop. So I am very straightforward and honest with people. I'm not going to say, you can do $1,000 in 2 weeks because I did, because that's not honest. But I believe when you follow the system and you're true to your bandwidth, your time available, and your skills, the 30 to 60 day is absolutely possible. And that is, again, as a beginner, because I leveraged it by taking skills that I got from other avenues of life and business, and I brought them into the world of user-generated content so I could stand out to brands. And that's actually going to be a topic in an upcoming video, are what are some of those things that you can use to not only get hired by brands as a beginner, but make more money than an average beginner. So if you're really excited about that topic, make sure you are subscribed to this channel so you don't miss it, or you're following the podcast if you're listening the audio version, and make sure that you follow me on all the socials. You'll see them linked in the show notes, or see them over on YouTube if you're watching the video-based version, because we're going to keep talking about this, because I would love to see a lot less women feel like they have to wonder and go into groups and say, I need help, I need to know what to do in order to survive. That doesn't have to be you, because there are options. Just most people either don't know about options like this, or they think they can't do it. But the truth is, you absolutely can. I have not found one person who I've worked with, I have not come across one who hasn't been able to get started in UGC. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out.